This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, firstly, thank you everyone for coming. Thanks everyone for being mishtatev. We want to give a big yashkach to Rabbi Weeder, first of all, for coming to Shiurim regularly, most importantly, and for sponsoring tonight's siyum. A big yashkach, thank you. Rav Shamshin Me'ashapoli points out that the word siyum is a unique word in Hebrew, and that is, each letter of the word siyum, if you spell it, is the numerical value of the revealed part of the letter. Meaning like this. You take the word samach, you spell samach, samach, mem, and the chaf. Samach is 60, that's the revealed part. The mem and the chaf is also 60. Yud is yud, vav, daled. Yud is 10, vav and daled is 10. Vav is vav, vav. Vav is 6, the vav is 6. And the mem is mem, the mem is 40 and the mem is 40. So what did that do for us? That shows that whether you learned the Masechta, you didn't learn the Masechta, everyone is allowed to eat the food. So everybody can be mishtatev, everybody has a chilek. We started Masechta Rosh Hashanah last night. We did Daf Beis Amud Aleph. Literally, I want to ask everyone, please join us, whether you could come to the Shiur or even learn it on your own. It will take you not even 10 minutes to learn Daf Beis Amud Aleph. So you could jump in very easily. Daf Beis Amud Beis will be next Thursday night. We're a little bit ahead. So if you could join us live, it gives tremendous chizuk. Look, I gave Shiur tonight. We had more people than we had in a very long time. I'm energized. I felt other people are energized. When you see people here, you get more energy. Everyone has an achrayus. I have an achrayus. You have an achrayus. Everyone has an achrayus to be mechazik each other. We're all able to, you learned the Masechta, you didn't learn Masechta, you like a Shiur, you don't like a Shiur. You're part of a tzibur. Come to mechazik each other, and we shall be zoicha to lahagdo Torah ulhadira. I'm going to read the last few lines of Masechta Be'ah. It's late. I don't want to stay out late. The Gemara says like this: B'vay Sema. Another answer to the question is, you want to know what the question is? You had to be there for that. B'vay Sema. If you want, you could say L'divrayim d'Rabbanan kamar lahu. Rabbi Huda is saying, according to the words of the Rabbanan, L'didi ein muksa. I, Rabbi, hold there's no such thing as muksa. Ela l'didchu, but in your opinion, oidu lumias, you'll agree to me, heicha de yoitzais v'royis b'pesach, that if you have a wild animal, that it goes out in the springtime, v'nechnasas b'ravi rishayna, and it returns back by the first rain. Debayasu saying, this is still a domesticated animal. V'amru le Rabbanan, and the Rabbanan said back, Loi, no, midbari are saying, it is a wild animal. Hadran alach, mashilan, peres, uslika, masechta, beitza. 2 minutes. It's an interesting thing. There's a sefer on Mishna, it's called Masei Rekach. The Masei Rekach gives remazim on the Rosh Tevois of the Mishna, al pi Kabbalah. So he says like this: if you add up the first ois of each of the 5 prakim of Be'ah, so first of all he points out why there are 5 prakim in Be'ah, there's a numerical value of nun ches, 58. What's the significance? In other words, you take the letter Beis from Parak Be'ah, you take the letter Yud from Yom Tov, second parak. The third parak is Ein Sadin. You take the Aleph, you take the Hey from Amevi, you take the Mem from the first word Mashila and Parak Hamishi, you get 58. What is the significance of that? Also, Masechta Be'ah has 2 names. It has Masechta Be'ah and it's also Masechta Yom Tov. Why does it have 2 names? So he says a very interesting thing. That the Zohar says in this week's Parsha, that the word Be'ah is a remez to Mashiach. That Mashiach is like an egg that fell out, and it's also a reference to the Sukkah David of the Beis HaMikdash. He says that's why Masechta Be'ah follows Masechta Sukkah, because Be'ah, which is a reference to Mashiach, follows Masechta Sukkah, which is a reference to the Beis HaMikdash. Well, if you take the first ois of each of the 5 prakim of Be'ah, you get Yud Beis Aleph, which means Yavai, and then Hey Mem, which is Gematria Hagoyal. Masechta Be'ah is a remez to the coming of the Geula. And that is why, Marv Rabbi say, who comes a day before the Geula comes? Eliyahu. Eliyahu is Mavaser, the Geula. That's Pshan the Gemara Daf Beis Amud Beis. Be'ah de Misyal de Ho'idna me'esmol Gomra. The Gemara says an egg that's born today was completed yesterday. That's a remez that Mashiach comes today, Eliyahu comes the day before. And that is why Be'ah has 5 prakim, and that's why it follows Masechta Sukkah, and a number of very remarkable ramazim that are alluded to in the oisios of the letters of the Mishnayos of Masechta Be'ah.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.